It is not the strength of water that breaks a rock, but by its persistence. This is the Generation Turning Point Show. I am your host, Serah Mbugua. I am the Christ General. Now, this is the show that will be inspiring, motivating, and of course, encouraging the young people to live right. Now, today we are going to be talking about attitude. That is a very deep topic, and that is why on the show today we have a very interesting guest. He is an anointed man of God. He is a husband, a father, and of course a mentor. He is also a youth influencer, and that is why he is here on the show today, so that he can help us dig deep into this topic. Now, sir, welcome on board.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for accepting our invitation. Now, kindly introduce yourself, and then we can begin.
Well, I'm Pastor Simon Gatongi Kamiti, Senior Pastor, Deliverance Church Flyover, and I'm glad to be in this show today.
Thank you so much. Now, talking about attitude, what exactly is attitude?
Well, this is a very good topic that we are discussing about attitude, and the definition of attitude is simple. It is a way of thinking. It is a settled way of thinking or feeling about something.
Okay, wow.
Yeah.
So what are its natures? What are the natures of attitude?
Well, if you want to dig deep about the definition of an attitude, here is where we talk about that, because it is a settled way of thinking or feeling about something. It is something that is you have settled in your heart. And the moment you have that feeling in your heart, that is what brings out character. And character now brings out something that we call personality. So somebody is defined by the way they feel, the way the person they are, and the person they present. So for example, maybe I have a settled way of thinking and feeling about you. I feel like you are a bad person. So I will develop a character within me of hatred. And what I'll be bringing, what I'll be giving out to the society is now that hatred, because whenever we meet, I will never show you any attention or affection because I hate you. So I present that personality of hatred, but it starts from what I feel or what I have settled in thinking.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I understand that we have types of attitude. We have positive and negative attitude. So what are the effects of this, either positive or negative attitude?
Well, attitude is the center of everything, because the moment you have a negative attitude towards life, towards people, towards your life, towards you yourself, it has always effective. It has very negative effects, because it will all depend on how you are going to be thinking. Let me tell you, sometimes the way we feel is how also we treat others. And even the way we approach life, it is based on how we feel about the situation. Like, for example, I feel like life is too unfair to me. I feel I am not lucky. As a young person, you feel like you're not lucky. And this is what will happen eventually. It is now that is how you're going to live your life. Believing that I was not born lucky, that I suffer the way I suffer because I was not born in this family. I am suffering because I'm not educated. And it's all have to affect your life. So the best thing is to work on your attitude, to work on how you feel, is to make sure that you are not, your life is not dictated on how you feel. It is actually to turn your feelings to be positive, to have the positive vibes, and to make sure that you live positively. Because the moment the energy comes from within, I'm telling you, you become one of the heroes in this country.
Okay. So assuming I'm having a negative attitude towards literally everything, so how do I change that? How do I improve so that I can, have at least a positive attitude towards life?
Well, that is a very good question. Whether you can improve your attitude, whether you can improve your life, whether you can improve from where you are.
Okay.
And this is my theory, and this is what I believe. you know, the scripture talks about, or the Bible talks about, from the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks. So when you dig deep about that scripture, it's all talk about from the abundance of the heart, the mind think. From the abundance of the heart, the eye sees.
Okay.
So everything starts from the heart. And this is what I believe. And this is what I want you to understand. That a heart is like a child. The way you train it, the way it grows. So if your heart, if your heart don't grow, you don't make it to love, or you don't train it to love, it will grow something that we call hatred. And let me tell you, if you look at even the relationship that young people are having, it is because you have met someone, you like that person, and you start training your heart to love that person. So that means heart is just like a child. So the way you can improve your attitude is from within, from your heart. And you just tell yourself, I am more than conqueror. Is it all that even the scripture talks about that? I am more than conqueror. So the moment you wear that gown of victory and say that I'm going to make it, let me tell you, Serah, the moment you see someone driving a car, or living in a good house, or maybe working in a certain company, or maybe having a very big business, it is something that was created in their heart. They said, one day I'm going to buy a vehicle. One day I'm going to work in a certain institution. And the moment they got that seed in their heart, they started growing it slowly by slowly and walking towards that direction. So the moment you have a negative attitude, that definitely will ruin your future. So the only way out is to improve it and to make sure that you have the right vibes. And that is what now the young people are talking about, chocha. You know, the energy has to come from you, because the world outside there is judging you harshly. And therefore, you should not expect any commendation from anybody. So
True.
the energy has to come from you.
Yeah.
Like I remember when I was a young person, when I was, you know, when we are talking about the youth, there is that age bracket between 15 and 35.
Yeah.
So I remember when I was in that age bracket, we didn't believe that, we didn't also have those vibes that one day we are going to make it. But we started developing that I am more than conqueror. I can make it. I can become so and so. I can become this and this. And then you start to walk towards that. Because if you expect people to come to define you, people are defining you as failure, as a fake person, as a defeated, as a loser. So you can improve your attitude, you can improve the way you think, and the moment you improve that, I'm telling you, you're going to change everything.
Okay, no. I have changed my way of thinking.
Yes.
I have changed my heart. I have actually, tried to gain or to improve to that positive attitude. Na nimejichocha ya kutosha. Now, how do I deal with now the negative environment, or rather the people with the negative attitude that surround me? Well, remember now, yes, I've changed. I'm now having a positive attitude. But now this is the society, and it has very many negative vibes. Now, how do I deal with that?
Well, that is a very good question, because one of the setbacks that we have, especially with the youth globally, is that youth do not have access to information.
True.
And the moment they are denied that access of information, they live in a setup that they do not know what is happening.
Okay.
Now, the moment you know that the people surrounds you do not judge you positively, they judge you harshly. That is when now you realize that the only way out is the vibes from within. Because you see, there is nothing as deceiving as the world of judgment.
True.
And the world of judgment talks about the way I judge you, not the way I judge myself. Because for me, I have to be very positive with myself, and I judge myself with the vision I'm having. But when I am judging you, I'm judging you with the achievement That's when you find somebody conflicting or fighting with the other. Because when I define myself with the future, with the vision. But when I judge you with the achievement. Is it because of the work that she is doing right now? That is what she thinks that she is ahead of me. You understand that?
True.
So that is where now the confusion is, because people want to judge themselves more highly than the way they judge others. And that is where now the youths fall, because everybody surrounds you. They judge you as a drunkard, they judge you as a drug addict, they judge you as someone who will never make it. And the moment you consume that and you take it in your heart, that is what now is going to define. That is what now is going to drive you. So the best thing is now to start the energy from within. Because somebody said, if you change what you're feeling, you'll be able to change what you think. And if you change what you think, you'll definitely change your future.
Wow.
So it has to start from you.
Okay. So what you're saying is basically, for me to make it, I just have to change my way of thinking.
Yes.
I just have to change my heart.
Yes.
I just have to improve my attitude. That is if I'm having a negative one.
You are right.
Wow, that is so amazing. Thank you so much for your time. Ladies and gentlemen, that is all we had for you today. And before you go, sir, I would want you to give us a parting shot. And of course, your social media handles. Tell us, where we can follow you, just in case our viewers would want more information or maybe counseling.
Yeah, thank you also for having me on the show. I'll just finish by saying the last statement, that if you change the way you feel, you will be able to change what you think. And if you change what you think, you'll be able to change definitely your future. So it has all to start with you, and you are a great person. The Bible talks about we are more than conqueror, you are more than conqueror. And whatever you want to achieve in life, there is nothing can block you. You have the capacity. So you can get me on social media platform. I am on Instagram, Simon Gatungi, Facebook, Simon Gatungi, and also you can also find me on WhatsApp, and you're going to get the number on where you can reach me. Thank you very much for the opportunity.
Thank you very much too for coming. So ladies and gentlemen, you have had it. You just have to change your way of thinking. You just have to change what you believe, and that is definitely what is going to change your attitude. It is also going to change your life. Now that is all we had for you today, but make sure you follow us, like, comment, subscribe. Real Graffix Factory on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, turn on the notification bell, like, comment. We'd like to hear from you on what you think about this show. And I should have mentioned, by the way, sir, that he is my father in faith. So I am really honored to be hosting him even as our first guest. It is such an honor. Thank you so much, sir. So ladies and gentlemen, that is all we had for you today. I have been your host, Serah Mbugua. I am the Christ General. Peace. Thank you.
Hello, family. I'm Tabitha Mwangi from Atlanta, Georgia. This is Real Graffix Factory. Subscribe to our channel, right, and hit that notification bell for notifications. Welcome to this channel. We love you, we love you, we love you. Mwah.